Here we are.
Here we are.
We are live.
What's up, guys? Yeah, we are now on my channel instead of Alex's. It's my first time doing this, so of course I'm Rob, and this is some of the movie busters on here. Introduce yourselves.
Alex 2.0.
I am Horrorfan34.
AKA Philly Boy.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Alex, AKA LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Illinois boy.
Illinois.
Or, yeah. Some people say Illinois. Like, it's so funny.
I used to say that when I first moved to Illinois. I was like, oh, it's weird living in Illinois now.
I know, it's weird. Yeah. But yeah, we're doing a random stream. Anybody who wants to come in and throw down some comments.
Oh yeah, better turn on live comments. See if we can get anybody in here.
You want to talk some shit? I'll fucking respond.
Guys, this is a really bad start, but I'm sorry, I got to do it.
Yeah, there you go. That's a
and we are live with the part.
That's
man,
the random live stream.
I'll tell you what. When I play back this live stream, I'm dying to hear what that sounds like on camera.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh boy,
that's awesome.
That sounded like the box office performance for Birds of Prey there.
Not doing that hot.
Oh boy.
No. I mean, I like the movie, but that's not good. Those are not good numbers.
Well, you know what? I think there's one reason why it killed. What killed the box office was the marketing.
There's two main reasons why.
The marketing.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
The title for one thing.
Okay, go for it. Well, that's
the movie's not about.
Well, the title's part of the marketing.
The movie's not. The movie's not about Birds of Prey.
Same thing as the marketing. That's pretty much the same. I was gonna say the R rating, and it was following it up with like Suicide Squad, which people did not like. So it's like,
well, I think they probably should not have named it Birds of Prey. They should have just named it Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey.
Well, they changed the title. They changed it to Harley Quinn. Birds.
I think they changed it too little, too late. I mean, I think they should have just.
Yeah.
Because I don't think many people.
That was the longest title I've ever seen. That was the longest title. I've never seen a title that.
People really call it Birds of Prey or just Harley Quinn.
And the other problem is I don't think a lot of the general public even knows who the Birds of Prey are.
No.
No, that's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're like a really diehard comic book fan, then you're not going to know who the Birds of Prey are.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But, I still like the film, though. I mean, but this box office is not looking that great.
Don't hold your breath if there's no Gotham City Sirens movie.
I'll tell you this much. I want your guys' prediction on this. Do you think it's going to gross less money than Justice League?
Yeah.
No.
I think it probably
I don't think so.
Less than Justice League?
Well, you figure Justice League made what, 600?
It's not even come close.
Especially like a slow trend that the Birds of Prey are.
In the chat.
I didn't even bother to see The Boy 2 because I knew it would suck anyway.
Why was there even a sequel made in the first place?
Yeah.
Who was it?
And from what I know, The Boy 2 doesn't even follow The Boy 1 because of what happened at the end of The Boy. The first one,
yeah.
The story in The Boy 2 is like it doesn't make sense,
right?
From what I hear,
right. It seems like it's like a directed video movie gone to theaters, right?
It's almost like it's its own movie. I heard.
It just looks like a movie that belongs to like directed DVD or something.
And on top of that, too, who was asking for a sequel to The Boy?
No one.
I wasn't.
Oh, everybody.
Yo, because
Yeah.
he saw Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and he said it was fun. I've heard that people. I've heard that it's actually fun.
I actually did hear that too.
Yeah, I was gonna take my kids to that, but we just haven't had a chance to yet.
I also heard, to my surprise, that Jim Carrey is actually really good, and it's one of his best comedic performances in a while. Which is interesting.
Yeah, he's one of the main reasons I do want to see it.
It's interesting because I had a discussion with Dan about Jim Carrey like a few weeks ago. I was saying like, oh, his time is come and gone and all that, and I'm hearing now like, oh, it's like not that he's back, but he's giving his effort like he used to.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't really that impressed with the trailers, but I'll see the movie eventually.
If he picks the right role,
if I have to.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
If he picks the right roles, I think he can really shine, because that's why, like Dumb and Dumber 2, like I think it was just a little bit too late with that.
Right.
I kind of feel they should have done that movie, like
they should have done that.
Early.
They should have done that at least like, what, 97?
Yeah, the late 90s.
96, 97.
Somewhere around that area. Yeah, somewhere around that time should have.
I didn't need to see it anyway. So it's like, whatever.
I mean, hell, Jim Carrey could have done Dumb and Dumber 2 maybe around the time he did The Truman Show or Me, Myself, and Irene.
Yeah. True.
I don't know. So.
Yep.
And that's a shame too. I mean, remember how hot he started off, Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
How popular he was. Because you figure 94 was a huge year for him.
Yeah, he had three.
Yeah, Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, and The Mask the same year.
Mm-hmm.
Batman Forever was a hit. Liar Liar was a hit. I think Me, Myself, and Irene was a hit too.
Yeah, it was.
I think The Truman Show was.
Yeah,
a hit.
That was a raunchy movie.
Well,
yeah, it was definitely. Yeah.
I know the Cable Guy didn't do that well, but I happen to like the Cable Guy.
I love the Cable Guy.
Yeah, it took me a while.
Well, what's kind of funny is the original idea wasn't going to be Jim Carrey. Actually,
what?
It was going to be Chris Farley instead of Jim Carrey.
It would have been a completely different movie, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah.
I think Chris Farley ended up doing like something else.
Black Sheep. That was the same year he did Black Sheep.
Sheep, yeah.
Which is more like for the kind of movies he was doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Pratfalls movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. We'll see. Which, and all this talk about Sonic the Hedgehog, like it's the biggest opening for a video game adaptation. It got me thinking of the Mortal Kombat movies coming out in Japan. Because oh man, I hope they do it. I'm excited to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's just hope that it's like not a failure like a lot of other video game adaptations.
The casting. Well, I gotta see how they perform the characters, but I'm saying just like the most of the casting in the original movie was like spot on.
You know what's kind of sad about the original Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
I think whatchamacallit was originally slated to be Johnny Cage was Brandon Lee.
Brandon Lee, yeah.
Which would have been perfect.
That
would have been great, yeah.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. But Lyndon Ashby was a great Johnny Cage, though.
Yeah, it was Lyndon Ashby.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, he was a great Johnny Cage, but still, I would love to visit the dimension where Brandon Lee was still alive and see him do it too.
Yeah, because he signed on and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's too bad that he got killed on the set of The Crow.
Yeah.
And I feel even more guilty.
Yeah, it's still
I'll tell you what, though, I feel really bad for the guy that did it. because I think he passed away a few years ago.
Yeah, Michael Massey.
Michael Massey, yeah. Which is sad. I mean, I'm sure that guy dealt with that guilt up until the day he died.
But yeah, there's interviews about it. He talks about it, how he quit acting for like a year or so because he traumatized. Yeah.
I mean, it's not his fault. I mean, he wasn't the one that messed around with the prop gun.
Yeah, I mean, it was an accident. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Crow. That's another movie I love. It's one of my.
What's funny about that movie?
It's funny.
You think about The Crow. Like, there's not really a lot of fighting in that movie.
No, it's mostly like shootouts.
Yeah.
It's got a really. I'll tell you, The Crow's got a really cool cast of people besides Brandon Lee, Ernie Hudson, Tony Todd, Michael Massey.
Visually, that movie is stunning.
Yeah,
it really is.
I'm about to say the director of that, didn't he do Dark City?
Yeah.
When
people talk about like comic book adaptations, people don't bring up The Crow that much. It's one of the best ones, in my opinion.
I don't feel like many people even know that's based on a comic book.
Yeah, it is. That's one of the best ones, in my opinion.
Came out I think it came out what was it? Well, that came out in 94 or 93.
94, yeah.
Yeah, but to say that came out the year I was born, 94.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next to like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, like 1990, it's like one of the best comic adaptations.
Well, I wouldn't call Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one of the best comic book adaptations, but it's a good one.
I think it's one of the best, honestly.
Okay.
Like I rewatched it the other night.
Which is funny because I recently saw, because I reviewed it like years ago with my cousin, and I was watching that review recently, and like, I was like, oh fucking god, the lighting in that video is terrible. It's so bad. I was still new in reviewing movies on YouTube though, so I didn't really know what I was doing.
Dude, I just watched. Do any of you guys have Netflix?
Yeah,
I do.
Okay. There's a movie I just watched on there, and it has Andy Matichak from. She was from the new Halloween film.
Yeah. Allison.
Laurie's granddaughter.
Yeah.
She's in that movie. It's a really cool movie. It's called Assimilate, and it's got a mix of The Faculty and I'd say like Body Snatchers, where
well, I gotta see this then.
So like I
gotta see this then now.
So it's about these little like slug-like creatures that somehow get to Earth, and when they get to Earth and they fart on you. Well, anyway, they get to Earth and they bite you. And after they bite somebody, they wander off. The creature wanders off, and it forms a cocoon into that person they bit. So it's like they clone. It's like a clone. And so then that clone has to get to the actual person, the real person, and drain their memories, because otherwise it's just a clone. They have to drain the memories and the actual thinking of the person in order to become them. It's really cool. I don't know. I was really cool.
Mixture of like Slither, One Night of the Creeps, and
what's the movie called again?
Yeah. Assimilate, and she just letting you know, Andy Matichak, she gets nude in that, like fully naked.
Oh, okay, full frontal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I never thought that. I never thought I'd see that, but
she did that right after Halloween 2018.
I'm not sure when that came out. I'm not sure if she did that before Halloween or after.
I don't know. Look up IMDb real quick and take a look. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of got that low budget feel to it, but it's still.
I haven't even heard of it.
I mean, yeah. I might do a review on it pretty soon.
Three friends making a web series about their town discovering that their neighbors are being killed and replaced by creatures who are perfect copies of their victims.
Yeah. It's got the faculty. It's like, honestly, like the people who are acting different, I'm like, oh my God, it's the faculty. It's just like it.
I mean, it sounds like
Yeah.
To me, it's like a mixture of like the faculty, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Slither, Night of the Creep.
Yep.
It's like a mixture of all those movies.
Yeah.
Which I think is
really good.
Which I think is really unique. There's like so many comments.
Yeah. Yep.
I definitely got to see that now.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
I mean, I got Netflix on my iPad, so I could just easily watch it on there.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys see what I picked up? I got the Phantasm Sphere.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
This thing's badass, man.
Oh,
That's amazing.
I guess she did it right after Halloween 2018 because it's just 2019. This movie.
Oh, okay. So yeah, she did do it after.
She's like, I guess she's probably thought, I've been to Halloween. I can show my tits now.
She shows her ass and her tits.
Oh wow.
All right. Says that two people turned down the role of the Crow before Brandon Lee. And I can't see either one of them playing it.
What was it?
Christian Slater and River Phoenix.
Huh.
I
haven't really seen any
River
of them.
Phoenix.
Christian Slater, I can't see.
No, Christian Slater would not wrong.
Nah.
Christian Slater would have been in one of like the direct-to-video sequels.
Yeah, probably City of Angels or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
Now, I've always heard that The Crow is still talks of being remade.
Right.
I don't know if the remake's still happening.
It keeps like going into development hell and getting actors and losing actors all the time.
Yeah, like it wasn't originally going to be like Jason Momoa.
Yeah, he was like the last actor to get attached, and now.
And then, like, did he leave or something?
Yeah,
or
he left.
He left. And who was supposed to direct the Crow remake?
They had a bunch of directors like coming and going. Same. This reboot keeps going into development hell.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
They had Luke Evans at one point attached to play the Crow. They had Marky Mark attached at one point.
My God, Marky.
Yeah. It's just,
oh my God.
Yeah, that was years ago.
Yeah, it said right here. Sony said that.
Matter, man. It's not gonna be as special as the first one.
It says that it was
a really great filmmaker and a really good actor and a really good script. But I doubt it.
You're asking for a lot.
I know that's too much to ask, apparently.
The Crow was the remake of The Crow was supposed to be released in October of 2019.
Yeah, I know.
And the director at that time was Corin Hardy. I don't know if that name sounds familiar. What did this guy direct? Oh, he directed the piece of shit known as The Nun.
Okay, yeah. See, that's look how that would have turned out.
I didn't mind The Nun. I didn't think it was anything special, but I didn't mind it too much.
Well, it wasn't the worst Conjuring.
No, that's
it was nothing special. It's forgettable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really it's.
But I've seen worse horror movies, so
yeah. Like The Boy.
The boy.
The boy, yeah, it's perfect.
Actually, it wasn't good. I didn't think it was like the worst thing ever to like the last 25 minutes. That was like stupid. Once they reveal the twist, it's like the only falling apart. Which makes the sequel they just came out pointless because like it's not a fucking doll actually alive.
Exactly.
So what's the point? I don't know. Stupid.
Stupid movies.
Yeah. I'm looking for.
I picked this up at Walmart.
Yeah, what'd you pick up?
I want to show you guys what I picked up.
Oh,
Freddy.
Oh, cool.
It's a new one.
Yeah.
How much was that?
This was like it was like $11.
Uh-huh.
But it's got articulation. Yeah, it's got like a picture on the back of him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's pretty cool. It's a cloth figure too. It's got a real sweater and a real pants, and it's got articulation and everything.
Right. Oh, cool.
It's pretty cool. Yep.
That is.
They had like Leatherface. They had who else? Oh, It from the new movie, the new It. They had Phantom of the Opera, The Mummy. They had like the movie figure, kind of like that, So it's pretty cool. I don't know. I put that up in my.
I'm actually looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing the Invisible Man next weekend.
Yeah, that movie doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
It looks fun.
What was that, Alex? You're looking forward to
Invisible Man.
the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
I'll be in Florida next weekend.
Oh, really?
I'll be in Florida all next week.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man, I'm jealous. That's awesome.
No new episode, no new movie buster.
No, I don't leave till Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we can do a lot.
What are you gonna do down there? What are you gonna do down there? Just
spring training.
Oh, really?
For the Phillies, yeah, I'm going down with my buddy, and I'm off for spring break all week, so that's why I'm going down.
Let me guess, you're gonna try to get the general manager fired, John.
Wait, spring training? What do you mean by spring training? Like
the baseball team, Phillies. They go through spring training.
Oh, just like
no, they
watch
play
them. Or?
Yeah, they play spring training games down there against other teams.
Oh yeah, okay.
So they practice.
When you said spring training, I'm like, oh, so you're gonna play? That's what I thought. I'm like,
I wish I can play. Making millions of dollars.
Yeah. Well, if he was, he wouldn't be with us in this stream.
I wouldn't be doing the movie busters now, would I?
Oh.
I'll tell you what.
Too good for us.
Yeah. You say you'd be too good for us.
You'd be too good for us then.
It'd be cool because I'm gonna watch The Invisible Man with my dad, and it's funny because 20 years ago, the movie Hollow Man came out, and he took me to see that in the theater.
Hollow Man is a great movie.
Oh yeah.
When I told him about this new movie, he was like, "Oh, just like the one with Kevin Bacon." And I was like, "Yeah, but it's different take."
They've been like, "No, not that one."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got someone else. In here. We got Sean Urshan in here.
Hey,
Sean, what's going on, brother? What's going on, brother?
From how does he say it? The horror corner.
Good evening.
The horror.
I can do a pretty good. Good evening, folks, and welcome to the horror corner.
Yeah.
I love the way he says.
I'm your host, Sean.
I love the way he says that. It's so freaking good.
I love that too. Yeah, it always makes my day.
Mm-hmm. So, Sean, if you by any chance heard that, we love your intro, man.
Yeah.
He said, "Thanks, guys."
We try.
So now I'm assuming that you guys are really. We got another one in here, Cody.
What's up, Cody?
What up, Cody?
What's going on?
So now,
what's going on, guys?
I'm assuming that you guys are big fans of Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah.
Very unique idea too, if you get what I mean.
Yes.
And an Invisible Man, but it's a slasher movie.
Yes.
Really cool idea.
It was a cool take on the story.
Mm-hmm. I know that
It's a good cast.
Yeah, great cast. Yeah, Kevin Bacon, Elizabeth Shue, Josh Brolin, Kim Dickens, and Sean Erskine is a big fan of it too. Now,
directed by Paul Verhoeven, one of the best fucking directors ever.
Starship Troopers, Total Recall,
RoboCop. Total Recall, the good one.
Yeah, fuck the remake with Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Now, if you read up
the cult classic Showgirls.
Yes. I always remember.
That movie creeps me out.
I tell you what. What's kind of funny is I remember one of Rob's older videos from like a few years ago.
Right.
I remember when he was doing like I think he was doing like separate volumes of like some of the worst movies he ever saw. And one of them was Showgirls. And I remember like he was making fun of the movie where he said something like, oh, and I remember like this scene where she's like in the pool and she's like,
yeah.
And
my god!
I agree.
He was like, the way Rob was moving, she was like humping the water. She was like,
yeah, she's like spazzing out. She's going like this. She's like
I agree with Sean. Yeah, Showgirls is epic. Yeah, it is epic. It's epic stuff.
That's definitely up there with the Room. That's got to be up there with The Room as like the best sports movie ever.
Yeah.
It was so weird seeing Elizabeth Berkley because I was a huge fan of Saved by the Bell. I still am.
Yeah.
But it was weird to her get nude.
Oh, it's true.
If you going back to Hollow Man, if you read up the information about Hollow Man, I know Sean was like, "What the hell was with her acting? Like she was switching moods at will."
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe that's the way Paul Verhoeven told her how to act. I don't know.
You know, Paul Verhoeven says that I can kind of see in the movie is that it was supposed to be a satire on Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But some actors, you can see some actors were taking it seriously. Some were acting like it's a campy. So it's like, I don't know what's going on. I know.
I used to. It's worse than dog food. Dog chow. I used to love doggy chow. Then that's a conversation about dog food.
Yeah.
I really think she's embarrassed though. Whenever someone brings that up, like now, like I think she gets embarrassed from it.
Yeah, but like I think like for like the 20th anniversary, she finally talked about it and like she kind of like realized that it has a following. And she kind of like appreciates it a little bit now, you know, because for years, like for the longest time, she was embarrassed.
I mean, it's not like the movie is a comedy, but we sort of play it that way because it is
her career.
Hilarious. Yeah.
And it kind of ruined Paul Verhoeven's career too.
Yeah, but he still did something.
I wonder if she got whiplash. I mean, do you think she did? You think she got whiplash
from doing this?
I mean, a lot of she didn't do that for.
And if you read,
she got hurt.
What's funny enough is if you read up about the Paul Verhoeven interview when he did Hollow Man, I know Paul Verhoeven said he didn't have the greatest experience because he felt like anybody could have made that movie. And I think he's kind of wrong because like What you figure, like, what director would think about doing a slasher movie with an invisible man with a lot of blood and tits? Like, think about it. It's an original idea for Hollywood.
Here's the thing, though. I sort of see his point to like a degree when it comes to like the final act, where it does come off as like any other slasher movie, like where they think they kill Kevin Bacon, but he keeps coming back again and again, like one of those like Jason or Michael, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the only part where like I can kind of see what Paul Verhoeven's talking about. Other than that, it's definitely his style and it's unique style that he usually does.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of the first DVDs that I ever saw when DVD was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of the first was Hollow Man.
Mm-hmm. It's not my favorite Verhoeven film, but it's still.
What's your favorite Paul Verhoeven film?
Starship Troopers.
That's your favorite?
Yes.
I'd have to agree. Yeah.
I love Starship Troopers.
Not my favorite.
Which one's your favorite?
So do I.
My favorite's Total Recall.
Okay. I like Total Recall a lot too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, that's a good one to have too. Yeah.
Sean Urshan said they did.
Here's I took the box. Took him out of the box. I took him out of the box. He removed it.
Very nice.
This is an actual sweater, dude. This is actual cloth. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the effects. Like when he goes from person to invisible and then vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that.
I feel like it's one of Kevin Bacon's best roles.
Yeah,
I think the effects in Starship Troopers is amazing.
Yeah, those still surprisingly hold up.
And you never saw the sequels, did you?
No,
I did.
Starship Troopers sequels.
Okay. I didn't.
Yeah, Marauders and the other one.
Yeah, Catcher Van Dien's in the first movie, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's in the third. He's in the third movie, I think.
The third one.
Yeah, I'll tell you that there's a lot of people in Starship Troopers. Neil Patrick Harris is in there. Dina Meyer's in there. Casper Van Dien's in there. There's a lot of people.
And a lot of those guys were in Saved by the Bell. Denise Richards was in Saved by the Bell. And what's his name? That the guy that played Muldoon. He was the guy that broke up Kelly back. Jeff. That scoring ball Jeff.
He was that guy in the 90s. He kept breaking up couples. Fucking
that's what he did. It's so weird. Like even Starship Troopers.
I know.
And
that one's on.
I forgot. Yeah, whatchamacallit. You have Casper Van Dien. You have Denise Richards, Dina Meyer, Jake Busey.
Yeah, Jake Busey.
Neil Patrick Harris, Clancy. Whatchamacallit.
Oh my God! Hey.
Yeah, Clancy Brown.
What? Go ahead.
What? What's up?
Go ahead. I was just gonna. When you said Jake Busey, I was gonna tell you something, but go ahead, finish what you were saying.
Oh no! Go ahead and what you were going with first. I don't want you to lose your train of thought.
Have you seen this movie called Eye of the Tiger with Gary Busey?
Yes.
That movie, I remember seeing it time ago, but I couldn't remember it. And on demand, I actually rewatched it. I was like blown away. I'm like, they play Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
Yeah.
Like 100 times in that movie. I was like, oh my God, that movie's awesome.
And on top of that, too, you have Yaphet Kotto from Alien as his sidekick.
Yeah. Yes.
And you know who the bad guy is? Conan's dad.
Right.
William Smith.
I just can't believe when I saw that, I'm like, okay, why does this seem so familiar? And when I turned it on, I'm like, oh, that's a Gary B. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that movie. I don't even think that movie has a Blu-ray release, or even I never even seen it on DVD. Does it have a DVD release? You know what?
I'll tell you what. There was a DVD release of it separately, but it's out of print. But now it's on another DVD from Shout Factory. It's in a 4-pack, so you can get it that way.
Okay.
It's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap, yeah, but it's on DVD though.
Yeah.
It's in a 4-pack with Cyclone, The Exterminator 2, and some other movie. I don't remember what it was though.
Do you have that one?
I
have that one, Thomas?
I do own the that 4-movie collection with Eye of the Tiger. I do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I got that.
Yeah, Alex, years ago. Check it out.
Oh, Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah.
Eye of the Tiger is my. If I had to say like my favorite Gary Busey starring role, it's that movie.
Well, he doesn't have that many, right?
Well, you figure Gary, like if you ask me like my favorite Gary Busey starring role.
I'm sorry, I meant Jay Busey. Fuck, he's the one that doesn't have that many starring roles.
He he was in a pretty underrated made-for-TV movie called Motorcycle Gang.
Uh-huh.
With him, who's the main who played the father? That Gerald McRaney. We know who he is. Carla Gugino's the daughter. Jake Busey,
right? Sean says that he was in Hitcher too.
Oh my god!
Yes, he was.
I forgot about that piece of shit. Yeah. I mean,
I can't believe C. Thomas came back for that. Like
the Hitcher 2. I haven't seen it, but I bet it doesn't have the song from All American Rejects.
Well, thank God.
Come on, dude.
Thank God, Alex.
That's a great fucking song. That's the ultimate road trip song.
Well, I'm never going on a road trip with you.
Yeah, you will. When we do, I'm playing that fucking song all day.
I know he probably would.
4/7.
And for Starship Troopers, you also have what else? You got Clancy Brown.
Yeah.
Which one? Any of you guys watch Walking Dead?
Used to.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Whatchamacall was in Starship Troopers from Walking Dead. Father Gabriel.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Seth Gilliam.
Yeah. He
was Sugar Watkins in Starship Troopers.
Yeah. I think he's the one that
Hey, you know what also baffled me about Starship Troopers was the fact that there was like a boy and girls shower together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
They were all like naked together. It was just kind of like, what? Like when I first saw that.
Yeah. Probably holding thing in RoboCop. Remember all the police officers, male and female, all were in the same locker room together?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. So
and which one call was one of the was the general in Starship Troopers, Marshall Bell.
Yes.
Sean Carradine is actually in. Well, I don't know if you watch Wild Eye releasing titles, but he was in a movie called Darkness Reigns, which is Wild Eye title, kind of independent horror. The last movie that I saw him in, I'm sure he's done newer stuff, but I don't know what happened to him.
Well, Casper Van Dien's been in quite a bit of movies, like in his career. I remember what's kind of funny enough. Is I
think he mostly does independent.
I remember what's kind of funny is I remember the train station I always used to go to as a kid. Like they would always have like billboards advertising something along the train platforms, and one of them was the Tarzan movie with Casper Van Dien.
You in the Tarzan movie?
Yeah, it was. What was it called? I'm looking for the. Tarzan and the Lost City.
Oh, okay. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, did you guys read the news about Brendan Fraser?
What about him?
He wants to come back and do another Mummy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought you guys said he passed away. I'm like, fuck, you scared me.
You scared me for a second, Rob.
Oh, shit.
No, hell no. No way.
I'm about to say, oh my God, now Brendan Fraser's dead? I'm like, fuck.
Oh, shit.
I would see a new Mummy with Brendan Fraser if they bring back Rachel Weisz as well.
Yeah. and bring back.
Yeah, well, yeah, you gotta have her.
You gotta have her back.
Yeah, you have to. When
Wasn't
maybe
good without her.
on top of that too, I would love to see which will come back and direct another Mummy movie.
Oh, Steven Summers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give him another shot.
I mean, what's the last movie that Steven Summers directed?
G.I. Joe, right?
Oh,
Rise of Cobra.
yep.
Rise of
I
Cobra.
didn't mind Joe. It was fun. That's a fun movie. It wasn't that bad. I don't think it was that bad.
It was.
I mean, I guess you have to be into G.I. Joe because I grew up in that era.
Yeah, but
so.
I'm not a G.I. Joe expert, but that was not faithful to G.I. Joe, really.
Well,
They took a lot of
actually, some of it was.
Some of it was.
Some of it was.
The stuff with the
Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow stuff was
but
pretty cool. But
like with the Cobra Commander and like
That was when that was before Channing Tatum's prime years.
right.
yeah, I wouldn't have picked Channing Tatum to play Duke. I don't know who I picked to play him.
Too, he doesn't like G.I. Joe.
I don't even know why Marlon Wayans was even in the first G.I. Joe.
It's more like
Yeah,
like it's more like Aaron.
provide comedy.
He's more like Aaron Eckhart or like Thomas Jane would have been a better Duke.
Thomas Jane would have been awesome as Duke.
Thomas Jane is Duke, I can definitely see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, speaking, I know this is. Sean posted a. Sean posted another.
Yeah, I like
comment.
the Baroness. What's her name? Sienna Miller.
Sienna Miller.
She was a good Baroness. She looked damn good in it.
Isn't Baroness supposed to be like Russian or something?
Well, that's another thing. The Baroness is supposed to be bad,
Yeah.
and they made her out to be like controlled.
Yeah.
So
That's like if
they could have changed it.
that's like if they made
They could have.
that's like if they made a Power Ranger movie and they had Scorpina, but she wasn't bad. She was just controlled. And she was like one of the, like Jason's girlfriend.
Scorpina.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Scorpina.
Yeah, she's mind control. You know what I mean? Like that's if you're doing like that. Like as a Power Ranger fan, I'll be like, no, that's bullshit. That's not how it started.
Stupid, you stupid.
Yeah. Like Cobra Commander was her brother, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and like that's not.
Yeah. That I didn't like that, but
That's not how it is.
I think what's his name who played Cobra Commander was good though. Why can't I think of his name?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought he was fine. I thought he did a good job.
He definitely like had a good like campy kind of performance.
Yeah, he was having fun with it. I think.
Yeah. He was like he kept saying, "Oh my god, if count the times they say nanomites in that movie." It's ridiculous how many times they say that word.
Yeah.
Nanomites.
Yeah.
You don't have a drinking game of that word for G.I. Joe.
You probably get drunk.
Yeah, like halfway through the film.
No.
Yeah, it's I remember catching that. Like they say that word so many times. Nanomites.
Nanomites.
Yeah, but yeah, that movie is not the worst ever.
No, it's kind of like a mindless, fun action.
It has some fun parts to it. It's definitely more watchable than some of the Michael Bay Transformers movies.
Oh god, I can't stand those damn Transformers movies, man.
Yeah, like, I really watch the G.I. Joe movies.
I have a rant coming out that I've redone. I've actually re-edited of the first Transformers movie, and I'm almost wondering if I should post. I don't know if I should post it, but there's a lot of cursing in it.
I definitely,
just post.
I definitely can see that.
Is it your old rant or just a new video?
It's an old rant, but I it to where I think it's more entertaining in that way.
You cut it up.
Yeah, I cut it up a little bit. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
I definitely see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I
I'll
remember
probably post it.
on your old channel.
Yeah.
Why is Transformers being sex appeal?
Yeah, I can't stand those movies really at all.
Yeah, they're not good.
No, they're awful.
Especially 2 and 3.
Especially 2.
3, yeah. Both.
Well, there's one thing I wanted to talk about with you guys, and that was what you guys think of the new stuff we've seen on the Batman, like the suit and stuff.
It looks fine.
It looks good to me.
Yeah,
I think it looks
pretty cool.
Especially in action,
Especially the camera footage and all that stuff.
The music was the thing that kind of impressed me the most, because they said that's actually a little snippet of the actual score we're gonna hear in the film. So that's cool.
Yeah, it's almost like the Batman '89 score, but it's like a modern version.
Almost. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree.
That's why they used it for Justice League. When they used the Batman '89 music for Justice League, it didn't fit.
No,
it didn't. It was like so out of place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people said it looked like Daredevil. That's because of the red background.
Yeah.
Because I've seen pictures of that first reveal, like they make it black and white, or they did the red tint off. It doesn't remind you of Daredevil at all. It's just that red background that made it like Daredevil-ish. That's really it. Which is funny because Ben Affleck played Batman and Daredevil.
Yeah, that's kind
of
both
similar characters. Kind of. They're the dark characters in each property.
Now, what did you think about the actual pictures, like the photos?
Oh, like the set pics?
Yeah, the set pics.
They're set pics. I mean, I don't know why people were harsh about it. The set pics they're not gonna look great.
Oh yeah, I mean everything's not gonna look great.
Judged it to you see the final film.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody complain. Has people been complaining about it?
Some people, but it's mostly like the cow that people were complaining about. It looks weird.
And that's always been a thing. It seems like they complain that Ben Affleck, his ears were too short, and then there's always going to be some complaint on the Batman suit. Seems like.
Mm-hmm. I remember even not the Batman Begins, because I don't remember those set pics at that time, but I remember when Dark Knight Rises were coming out, people thought Christian Bale looked too slim.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
mm-hmm. And of course the Schumacher ones did that and all
that. Bat nipples.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I mean,
chill out and relax. Matt Reeves is a good filmmaker. You should trust him.
He is.
Give him the benefit of the doubt. He's already done a franchise film with Planet of the Apes.
Give him a chance.
He did great with Planet of the Apes, so I'm pretty sure he can do Batman.
Oh, there's no doubt.
And I think plenty of people have seen The Lighthouse, so I think they've seen Robert Pattinson can act. So
yeah.
And now that The Lighthouse has come out and it got attention and all that, and he was in it, I've heard less and less Twilight comments now. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been noticing that myself too.
Happens all the time.
Well, the same thing can be said about Kristen Stewart too, though.
Right, but she hasn't done like. Oh, there's Charlie's Angels.
No, but I mean, she did. What was that one where she played the Runaways? Now, I thought she was really good in that.
Yeah, but nobody saw that movie.
She portrayed Joan Jett. She was a really good Joan Jett.
Right, but it was that was more like independent kind of film, right?
Yeah, it was more.
No, I think it came to theaters, didn't it?
I mean, I did. I mean, like, but what I mean, it didn't get attention that much.
Oh well, no, it didn't have. I don't think it had a big budget, but it's still. I think it made money though.
Did it? Okay. I don't remember.
I thought so.
I remember when it came out, but I don't remember people didn't really talk about it that much.
But the movie that, like, the newest horror movie she was in, the underwater movie, did really good. I heard
it was good, but it didn't.
Oh, underwater, yeah.
Yeah,
it was decent.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Was she good in it?
She was good in it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like after Twilight, like all those guys like went on to do better stuff.
Was she good in Charlie's Angels?
No, that movie sucked.
No, but was she good in it though?
No, not really.
No, okay. She's
What
no.
the
She's no Barrymore.
That's what I think of.
Fart, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I thought of the Charlie's Angels movie.
Holy shit! I thought it moved a desk or something.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Like
Someone's moving furniture over there.
Yeah.
My God.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I think the new Batman looks pretty good so far.
I wasn't surprised that Rob Dan didn't like Birds of Prey.
I wasn't surprised you were gonna like it.
When you told me that, like I knew, like I know I'm gonna like. I thought I was gonna like it a little bit more, but I
liked it more.
I still which one.
I like it more than
Aquaman. I don't know.
I liked it more than Suicide Squad.
I don't think so.
I did like it. Huh?
I don't think I liked it more than Aquaman.
Hell no, Aquaman's way better.
Aquaman is far
I
better.
think way better, but
way better.
Okay. Well, at least it was better than the Snyder film. So.
Oh God.
Yeah. All three of them. Three.
I'll give it. You know what? I'll give it credit for a movie about a bunch of women getting together and taking on people, like, fighting and stuff. That's probably one of the best I've seen in a while.
Yeah, because it was the same fight choreographer as John Wick, the John Wick movies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but I mean, you really got to see them actually. They even said Margot Robbie admitted they said that they did their own stunts. So that's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, I did not fucking know this till like right before I saw the movie. Is the actress who plays Black Canary is the same little girl from
Full House?
Yeah,
Full House.
Holy shit!
Mm-hmm. That's
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that's like right before I saw the movie.
Yeah, you mean Michelle?
Hey, Michelle.
Friend, right?
Which is funny because I always found her annoying. To be honest.
Yeah, she was.
She
was.
And she was good in Birds of Prey. So I thought she could just quit acting. I was like, I don't know. Not only that, she's the sister of that dude Smollett.
Oh, Jussie Smollett.
Isn't it? It's funny because and like months ago, I found out he was in the first Mighty Ducks movie. Like these are child actors. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was quite surprised by that myself. That it was the little girl Denise from Full House.
Mm-hmm. Her acting skills improved.
Yep.
I remember the one episode where her uncle was Little Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For that.
Play songs. Best part about that episode is when he told Joey to shut up. Because
she was in the movie. She was in the movie Jack with Robin Williams.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I remember that too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yeah. That's right.
Are you a freak?
That movie had a great cast too.
Yeah, Jack
Lopez, Diane Lane.
Yep.
Cosby. Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Don't drink anything serves you.
Oh my god.
I still used to love his Jello commercials.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Put.
The Jello. Nah.
I was a big fan. I was a big fan of the Cosby Show, though. I really was. I watched the Cosby Show all the time.
I never saw it really. It was definitely like
Gee, what the hell did you eat? Holy shit!
It was the fillet I showed you.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Cosby Show was more of like a wholesome show, right?
Yeah.
Compared to like some like Fresh Prince and.
I liked all those shows though. I like
Family Matters.
Fresh Prince, Home.
Yeah, Home Improvement I liked back in the day. Yeah, me and my brothers were like big Tim Allen fans.
I don't really care for The Last Man Standing. I really don't care for that show.
Yeah. But like back in the days, we saw anything that had Tim Allen in it. Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Jungle to Jungle. Fucking Jungle to Jungle.
Oh god.
You remember that one? Not a lot of people know that movie's a remake.
Oh, really?
It is. Jungle to Jungle is a remake of a French film that came out like 2 years before, called like Little Indian in a Big City or something like that.
I didn't know that.
I remember I saw the trailer to that one, the original version. I was like, wait a minute, this is Jungle to Jungle. And then later I found out, oh no, Jungle to Jungle is a remake. It's literally the same.
Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that Tim Allen movie, Joe Somebody?
Oh yeah, with him and Belushi.
Cable like a long time ago, like HBO, a long time ago.
Yeah, him and Belushi.
Yeah, that's kind of a forgotten Tim Allen film.
Like, I remember like, yeah, that's the one where like he's training to fight somebody, right?
He gets beat up in front of his daughter in the parking lot, and then he has to try to train to fight this guy.
That's such a thin plot.
It is, but I thought it worked. It was good for him.
I remember like he also did a movie that same year with all those people. I forgot the name.
The guy that directed Joe Somebody did Jungle to Jungle and the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Right.
Yeah.
I still think that's one of Tim Allen's best movies. The
Santa Claus?
The Santa Claus, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah,
it is.
It's definitely one of his best.
What if I choose not to believe in it?
On top of that,
the
director of the Santa Claus and all that stuff did a lot of episodes for Home Improvement.
Yeah.
Well, you could tell that because there's actually people in the Santa Claus that were in Home Improvement, especially Christmas with the Cranks. There also is too.
Well, like,
Yeah, there was.
who was in the Santa Claus that was in Home Improvement?
What?
Who was in the Santa Claus that was in Home Improvement?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah. Like, none of the kids were there, right?
No, but there was like in the show, like there's an episode where he takes Mark to karate, and like there's some of the cast people that were in there in that episode were, I believe, in Santa Claus. There was the one lady.
I
don't remember
that episode when we took him to karate class.
Yeah, I don't remember all the what their names are, but I do remember like for Christmas with the Cranks, Jill, her father that was in Home Improvement was in Christmas with the Cranks. He was the neighbor that always said, "Hey, old man." Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, Wilson, who was in Home Improvement, he was in the show called MASH. I don't know if you remember MASH. It's from that was a show that people used to watch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You actually got to see his face on that show.
Yeah, that was a joke. He always covered his face in the film. Which always funny. Like, Wilson, is that you? Yes, Tim. It's me. Give him advice.
You're kind of looking down, Tim.
Like, when I was a kid, I thought they covered his face because he was like deformed or some shit. But it was just like a little like joke from like one of the writers that he always talked to his neighbor and the fence was so high he was covering his mouth like that. So that was like I got the idea for that. Yeah, but I remember that. I remember, wasn't it like the last episode for Home Improvement? They moved.
I can't remember.
I remember
I think the last. It might have been.
Right.
I watched every single episode. I just can't remember.
Yeah, I remember one. I haven't seen it in a long time. I remember plenty of episodes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Home Improvement. It's like one of my favorite shows. Next to like Roseanne and Family Matters.
Mm-hmm.
Home Improvement is definitely up there with my favorites.
Great sitcom.
I remember.
Yeah.
Who was it? So another. I forgot whose brother was this, but they had they had a daughter, and she was fucking spoiled. You know what I'm talking about?
Who? What?
Like one of the there was other characters in Home Improvement. Like they had a daughter, and she was like spoiled. I remember she wouldn't stop screaming.
Who had a daughter?
I don't know. It was like some other characters. That was related to, I don't know, either Jill or Tim.
A daughter? I don't remember a daughter.
One episode, and she wouldn't stop screaming.
Um,
I remember something like that. They didn't know how to discipline her. Something like that.
Well, I remember what's her name from Friday the 13th Part 8 was in there.
Oh,
Jensen.
Rennie?
Yes. Yeah, she was Tim's, or no. Yeah, Tim's son-in-law, right?
Uh-huh.
Because she was married to his brother. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So was it them that had the daughter?
They had a twin. They had twin. I don't know if it was twin boys or girls, but they had twin babies.
Okay. I know somebody had a fucking daughter, and she was a spoiled little brat. I I just remember that.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Another one was Galaxy Quest. That was a good one too.
Good movie.
Tim Allen.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
I remember when I first saw it, I didn't get it because I didn't get any of the Star Trek references like, at all. I was like, this is just a weird alien movie.
What about Eight-Legged Freaks? Remember that movie?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
That movie's kind of underrated, right?
Yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah.
That's
a good one.
I thought whatchamacallit was really funny, that Dougie Doug.
Is that Dougie Doug?
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot that he was in Eight-Legged Freaks.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy that believes in like aliens and UFOs.
Right.
And
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
I always remember Dougie Doug, like the one line he says when Carrie Wooer, David Arquette, and all them go to his trailer.
Yeah.
And Carrie Wooer goes over the radio that he's on, and then she's reporting about giant attack killer spiders. I remember Dougie Doug like looks at her, and he's like, "Killer spiders, man? What the hell kind of bullshit is that anyway?"
Mm-hmm. And they show him there's a spider outside.
And he's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
I just watched that movie with Scarlett Johansson called Under the Skin.
Yeah.
What a weird movie.
Yeah.
That's a weird movie.
Yeah, because she's in A-League. Oh, yeah, she was in A-League Freaks. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, she was the daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, very early role for Scarlett Johansson. Very early role.
But like Under the Skin is freaking weird, man. Like I didn't know what to make of that movie.
Film, right?
Huh?
It's kind of like an artsy kind of film, right?
I guess so, but I don't know. It doesn't go anywhere. It's like she like brings these men to this room and like they fall into this cesspool of like black sludge, and then that's like the whole movie, and then it's freaking nuts. It was weird. I don't know what to.
Yeah, it does sound like
I'd probably never watch it. I'd probably never watch it again. That's for sure.
It does sound. I remember hearing about it. When did they come out? 2015 or something like that?
I'm not sure.
But yeah, I remember hearing about it. Yeah, I'd never seen it.
You mean Under the Skin?
Yeah.
I think it was 2014.
2014? Okay.
It might have been 2014. Can't remember though.
Uh-huh.
If you want to go back to an even earlier role with Scarlett Johansson from Under the Skin, how about Home Alone 3?
Yeah.
I think Home Alone 3, yeah.
She was in that one. What?
I mean, it's just funny. Home Alone 3 was one of her first roles.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And it's funny to go back and watch that now. You're like, my God, this is like soon to be Black Widow.
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm trying to look up.
She was in North.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was before Home Alone 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a few years before Home Alone 3. I think that was her very first role.
I'll have to look.
North.
Yeah, North was her first ever movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Friggin' Bruce Willis in a bunny suit. What more can you say?
Yeah. That movie's terrible.
Scarlett Johansson really started to get it noticed after Eight-Legged Freaks when she had Lost in Translation.
Yeah.
with Bill Murray.
And The Island.
The Island.
That's an underrated film.
Yeah, that's one of Michael Bay's better movies.
One of the only few Michael Bay movies that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I actually kind of like The Island.
I mean, Michael Bay's best movies are Bad Boys 1 and 2, The Rock, The Island.
I'm not that big a fan of Bad Boys, to be honest.
I love both Bad Boys movies.
So the two movies that I like the best from Michael Bay are his two flops, which is The Island and the Benghazi movie.
Oh, 13 Hours.
Yeah, that one was
my favorite.
decent,
My favorite, The Rock.
I know a lot of people love that one, but whatever.
That's my favorite. I think it's one of the best action films ever. Because it's a really cool, Prisoners on Alcatraz, and fantastic cast. Sean Connery, Ed Harris, Nicolas Cage, Tony Todd. I mean.
Oh no, I still have a soft spot. I have a soft spot for Armageddon.
Oh my god!
I forgot about that. I forgot Michael Bay. Yeah.
I don't get. I mean, I don't know.
It's the Aerosmith.
It's a far-fetched film, but
it's the Aerosmith song that you love.
I don't want to close my eyes.
Yeah, it's that song.
Yeah.
Whatchamacall was in The Rock, Alex.
I love it, so I don't care.
What, Armageddon?
What?
Rob, you said that you love Armageddon.
I like Aerosmith. I just said I like Aerosmith.
Oh, okay.
I was saying whatchamacall was in The Rock, Alex.
Cool.
Brandy from Mallrats.
Oh, okay. I don't remember The Rock that well, to be honest.
She was Sean Connery's daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, Brandy from Mallrats. Yeah, I'm looking up Michael Bay right now and looking at.
It's a terrible movie.
I'm looking at Michael Bay's movies right now. The first movie he directed.
The old Spock.
He did a lot of. The Bad Boys was his first movie. Bad Boys.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, hold on. Have you guys seen his newest one with Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, Six Underground.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
Six Underground. No.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
I have no interest, to be honest.
Yeah.
I forgot whatchamacall Michael Bay directed Pearl Harbor.
That one was terrible too. But just like with Armageddon, that first asteroid action scene is really good, and Pearl Harbor, the attack sequence is really good. Like, he knows how to direct action. That's one thing I cannot bash him for. Is like he knows how to direct action. He really does.
Oh yeah, he directs really
good. The action scene in Bad Boys 2 is really good.
Oh yeah, the guy.
He also knows how to watch women walking with their asses pointing straight at the camera too.
He knows how to do that too. He's the best at that. Well, other than that, he's not great.
I cannot stand those fucking Transformers movies, though.
I know.
See, it seems like though that after he did The Island, then that's all he was really known for.
Yeah, the Transformers.
Transformers, then Transformers 2, then Transformers 3, then he did Pain and Gain with The Rock.
He didn't even want to do Transformers at first. It was like, he said he didn't want to do a movie about toys.
Yeah.
And then they offered him a buttload of money, and so then he was like, "Oh well, I'll come up with some ideas." And then
you want your vision.
Yeah.
Especially when you get to like the third movie, it's the ultimate Michael Bay film.
And there were a lot of problems with the second movie.
I remember that
because of the writers' strike, and then Shia LaBeouf got in an accident. So,
and then I remember when that was the excuse for that movie, and I was like, okay, well, let's see how the third one turns out. And then it was just as fucking terrible. So I was like, Fuck you. You can't.
Well, you know what? The third movie is better than the second one, but that's not saying much. I mean,
they're both on.
That's like saying the shit that I took last night was not as good as the shit I took today.
Biggest thing,
like the shit I took today. Was,
the biggest thing why I hated movies is the fucking characters are so goddamn annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, the parents are the worst.
Yeah. But like by the third one, I wanted to kill Sam Witwicky. I fucking hate that character so much.
Yeah, the character sucks.
Yeah. Because I saved the world. I'm a hero. I've saved the world. Fuck you, dude.
Bumblebee.
I don't know what to do with my life sucks. I have a bunch of Transformers as friends and have a hot girlfriend, but my life sucks. Okay, whatever, dude.
Yeah, really. Yeah, really. Get over yourself.
Yeah. That's why, like, even though part 4 is really bad, I found the Marky Mark's character more likable compared to Shia's character.
The first half of that movie is not bad at all. The second half is where it fucking...
I hated the daughter and her stupid boyfriend.
Why does his daughter look like she's a model all the time?
I know.
Through that whole movie, they're running through smoke and dodging explosions, and she looks like she just got out of the chair getting her makeup done.
Well,
like she looks so goddamn sexy.
Yeah, Michael Bay. Yeah, that's why.
She walked up to the house from the road to get in the mail, and they focus on ass because she's wearing this really short skirt or short shorts.
Yeah.
And she just looks so hot. I'm sorry, if that was me, if I was her dad, I'd be like, go take that off and go put something else on. You're revealing too much.
Pants on.
Yeah.
She dressed like she just, like she just got done laying the whole football team or something.
I remember watching it, and the part that pisses me off the most when the boyfriend tells Marky Mark, "I'm not here to save your daughter. I'm here to save my girlfriend." I was like, "Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you."
What a stupid fuck.
If I had a daughter and her boyfriend said that to me, I will fucking punch him in the face and then throw him to Megatron and fucking kill him. Don't fucking say that to a father.
Yeah, that's called bad writing there. That's bad. That's just ridiculous.
That's awful. Right?
And T.J. Miller.
You should have killed him for that.
T.J. Miller was annoying in that movie.
Yeah, and I actually like T.J. Miller, but he wasn't in that way.
T.J. Miller's really good.
I like T.J. Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
remember when he was in, when I first, recognized T.J. Miller in Cloverfield.
Yeah,
he was
Spider-Man. Yeah.
It's too bad T.J. Miller in real life is a moron.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's a complete dick.
Yeah.
The bomb on the train incident.
Yeah.
Like who says there's a bomb on a train? You're gonna get arrested, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't you see Meet the Parents? You don't say bomb in any transportation.
Bomb to the bomb. You gonna arrest me? Bomb.
And yeah. Oh wait, how was he? He's in Underwater, isn't he? He's in the movie Underwater. Thomas,
right?
Yeah,
I forgot. He's decent in that.
Yeah.
He's not as annoying as the other.
He's like the comic relief, right?
Yeah, but it's actually pretty.
Well, I like him.
And what?
I liked him in Deadpool. I thought he was good in Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good weasel. Yeah.
For the most part, he's funny, but not in Chinese form.
I'll never forget. You look like an avocado who had sex with an older avocado.
Yeah.
You look like other people's assholes.
You look like Freddy Krueger face fucked the topical map, or whatever you said, yeah.
Of Utah or something.
Yeah.
Oh, motherfucker, you are hard to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to say like that's like his best role is probably as Weasel in the Deadpool movies.
Mm-hmm.
I still think that's his best role in a movie.
So, like, is Underwater going to be his last movie?
T.J. Miller.
Yeah, because I guess his career's done.
I mean, he's still getting jobs.
Is he? Because he's kind of disappeared.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he does disappear, but I also wouldn't be surprised if he does get another job.
I don't know. It seemed like he burned bridges.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But then again, so is Shia LaBeouf, but he's still working and more independent stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually doing good.
Yeah, Shia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Wasn't he
Peanut Butter Falcon was pretty good.
Isn't he directing now?
Yeah, I think he is.
Is he? Okay.
Believe you're right.
I'd say they should give him another chance to play Mutt.
Fuck that.
He was not the issue with that movie.
He was part of the issue. Fuck
No,
that. I don't want him in there.
Not him.
Huh?
Not him.
What?
It's not his performance or anything like that.
No, his character. I felt like his character didn't need to be there.
That's not his fault though.
Well, he threw a lot of shade too at that at Steven Spielberg and them.
That is true, yeah. When you talk about the
You know what? The thing about okay, if he would have had a small part, I wouldn't have minded, but he was pretty much in the whole fucking movie, and he took away for me, he took away what Indiana Jones was about. And I kind of felt like he was guiding Indy along half the time. It was just like, okay, Indiana Jones.
I didn't see that way at all.
Who are you talking about, Shia LaBeouf?
And Indiana Jones 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was the one. Remember, he was the one figuring out what Ox wrote down. Remember, he's like, "Oh, Ox wrote these symbols," and then Indy was trying to figure him out, and then he would be like, "Oh, you mean this?" And Indy's like,
Ox was his professor. That's why. So he kind of understood what.
I know, but I felt like Indiana Jones to me should be the one, the archaeologist. He should be the one figuring shit out. I felt like he needed someone to hold his fucking hand in that movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, because like I'm talking about the scene like earlier when it's just them two, and then Shia thinks he figures something out, but he doesn't, and then Indiana Jones like, "Come on, kid!" Like he figured something out. He's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
them two.
Yeah, but they had Marianne in the movie too, which I thought they just shove her in there like. You don't see her for all these years, and then there she is.
Right.
It just, I mean, that movie's a mess, dude. Like, I hope this new movie rectifies everything. I hope it. He's gonna have Kane in a wheelchair.
I think it's just too late to do another one, man.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be doing his own stuff.
I saw Crystal Skull again, like, but it's not that bad, dude. It is not that fucking bad.
I honestly, there are some things I do. I actually do like the whole beginning with the warehouse. I do like that.
That's fine. Like when I was watching it again, I was like, all that stuff, like, holy shit, this is actually better than I remember.
For me, it goes downhill. When they get to the jungle, and then the whole, the alien.
Once they
the sword fighting.
Once they reveal it's aliens.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it does go down. I don't like that part of it when they
that was George's idea, though.
I know. Thanks, George. Well, because I thought that was a good throwback to like 1950s sci-fi alien films.
Yeah, it's not like Steven Spielberg didn't make those already.
You know what he said to Spielberg? He said, the aliens, they're the key to this.
Yeah.
My God.
Like Close Encounters of the Third Kind is like probably one of my favorite sci-fi films of all time.
It's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the one part where Indiana tells Marion that he liked her the most, all the women, like stuff like that, dude. I like. They brought me back to Raider.
Well, yeah, that was. But
and they still had chemistry together.
They had chemistry. They didn't. In my opinion, they should have introduced her a different way, other than her.
They should have introduced her earlier.
Yeah, they should have. I think there wasn't enough time for them to reconnect.
I did feel she didn't have that much to do.
She didn't.
Yeah. But
I do like her as a character. I'm glad they brought her back. I just it was way too quick. And then they end up getting married at the end.
I don't know how that's a big a deal.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like seeing someone for years, and then you all of a sudden see him, and you're like, let's get married.
He always loved her the most out of all the other women.
He did. I understand that, but I still just to me it's just like it almost seems like they had to get married because they have a kid now.
Right.
But I don't know. Yeah, she should have been introduced.
I know. I agree that she should have been introduced a little earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
That and drop the whole alien stuff out.
Yeah, come on. I mean, that looked like shit at the end. I mean,
okay, no,
I felt like it wasn't.
That was that bad. The alien stuff.
I felt like I wasn't watching an Indiana Jones film because some people say, "Well, what's the difference with religious artifacts and how aliens supposedly were here like thousands of years ago because there's markings on temples and things like that." It's like, well, what's the difference between that and like a religious artifact? To me it's like
it feels like a different genre.
It's a different genre. It has to do with outer space. It has to do with different dimensions and things like that. Whereas, like the Holy Grail doesn't deal with that kind of stuff. It's here on Earth. Yeah. It's a religious thing with Christ. It's just I don't know.
Like it just looked wrong when you saw the huge flying saucer. It's like that just looks wrong. It doesn't belong in there.
It looks weird. Yeah, it looks so weird. Like I'm like, are we gonna have Indiana Jones in space now?
Yeah.
We might one day.
Indiana Jones goes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. But
Indiana Jones in space.
But like a lot of the stuff, like in the first half of the movie, like the whole chase scene through the college, like that was good. Like that brought me back to the original films.
That was a good scene, yeah.
It's just like what
Justice for Noah. How's it going?
What's going on, man?
There's a no. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're just doing a random.
It's just like once they get more deep into the alien stuff, that's where it loses me.
Well, the whole thing too was about Crystal Skull, and it's like, yeah, there have been reports of real crystal skulls, like I guess been documented that there are those kind of things. But I get that. But to me, that doesn't seem like a religious kind of artifact. It seems like a discovery for sure, but it just doesn't seem like, I don't know, where you could even go with that story. Like I always thought like Atlantis or the Garden of Eden would have been cool.
Wasn't like I remember like there was another potential story about what the hell was that? The Bermuda Triangle? Wasn't that one of
the Bermuda Triangle? Yeah.
Wasn't that like one of the they're kind of tossing around for Indy 4?
Well, it was that, and then it was the Garden of Eden, and then they were even talking about Atlantis for a while. But
They could do that for the fifth one. I don't know what the story is. So, see,
I don't either.
but here's the thing, though. It's gonna be under Disney, so it's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it definitely won't be probably no dark film.
Yeah. You know, another thing, though, you know how they had the wedding scene at the end? Like, I read that you were supposed to have Henry Jones Sr. in there, Willie, Short Round, and Sala. They were all supposed to be in that at the end. Like, none of them were there. So, yeah, that would be nice. If I can see those characters again. Yeah, bring back Short Round.
Yeah, but in the movie, Sean Connery's dead, or he's dead though.
They asked him
right?
they did ask him to come back, and he said no.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? He's old.
I want him to make an Indiana Jones film where everybody's in it. Like, I think that'd be cool.
Well, they can't bring back Henry Jones Sr. because he's dead. The character, they said.
I meant people who are alive.
Right. I mean, Sean Connery's still alive, so I was like, oh.
No, I meant character-wise.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you could still bring back Sala. You could still bring back Willie. You could still bring back Short Round.
Yeah.
I thought Short Round was gonna make a cameo, honestly. You know what?
Yeah,
I even had like my own fucking scene in my head. Like he was gonna be the limo driver. He's gonna like okay, Dr. Jones, hold on to your potatoes.
Well, Ki Kwan, he's actually doing like a lot of directing and stuff. Like he's actually behind the camera a lot now.
Yeah. But he wouldn't have that job if he wasn't Short Round now, would he?
Oh, or Goonies.
Yeah. But Short Round, Temple of Doom was first.
I know.
We'll see. They say they're gonna finally make part 5, but I don't know.
I guess we'll have to see.
Well, he's confirmed. Harrison Ford confirmed that they're shooting in a couple of months. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see.
He said that on the talk show on Ellen.
Mm-hmm.
So that means they have a script.
So would that mean that it takes place in the 60s?
Well, I don't know. It depends on how far they're going to go. I don't know. I know nothing. No one knows anything about it yet.
Because Crystal's Call took place in the 50s, so it's like it's been 12 years. So it's like, probably. So I guess that means the Russians are going to be the bad guys again. I mean, what else? Unless they do a Temple of Doom. I said Dome. Unless they do a Temple of Doom kind of thing where they go somewhere else and they have different kind of bad guys.
Yeah, but maybe.
Obviously, it won't be as dark. I mean, it's different. They're not dark. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that could be the story.
Maybe. They said Mutt is not going to be in it, so maybe he's going to get. Maybe there's going to be a young woman joining in, and she's going to take over. And it's going to be played by Daisy Ridley.
Oh God!
By Kat Dennings.
Yeah, our Kat Dennings.
Oh yeah.
I thought that's where you were gonna go tonight for dinner. So you can go.
Nah, Sally, I did.
Oh, maybe next time.
I wanted to, but we ended up going to Texas Roadhouse. So
imagine if Daisy really is in Indiana Jones 5. She can say, "I bypassed the Holy Grail."
She's got to show teeth when she says that.
I bypassed the mainframe.
The mind frame.
Another Mary Sue.
Yeah, sure she's not.
She was Palpatine. Explains everything.
Yep, everything.
Oh yeah. I forgot to mention that about the Mortal Kombat reboot. I noticed they haven't even casted Johnny Cage.
No, they haven't.
And I looked up I tried to look up info, and I saw an article that the writer said no, Johnny, don't worry, all your favorite characters are in the film. So maybe they did cast him. They haven't said who is playing him yet. That's the thing.
I can't wait. That's gonna be a bloody movie.
It's odd that they're keeping it secret. So yeah.
Yeah.
They cast almost everyone else. And yeah, you gotta have the theme song. You gotta have some kick-ass fights and some kick-ass bloody fights. Yeah.
True.
And
yeah, I think it'll be decent.
I will say the one fight I'm looking forward to seeing Scorpio and Sub-Zero fight. You gotta have that. And for the love of God, get his finisher move right. Because that's what
I just want to see Scorpion or Sub-Zero tear out someone's spine.
Yeah, show that.
That's what I want.
Even though I like the '95 film, neither of the live action movies got that right. Or okay, in the games, Scorpion shoots his rope of death, and then says, "Get over here," and brings his opponent to him. That's how. But in the movies, always he says it and then he throws it. That's wrong.
On the game too, it didn't come out of his fucking hand either.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That part didn't mind. It's he says it and then he throws. No, he throws it first in the games, gets his opponent, and then he brings him. So that's what makes it cool.
What's your guys' favorite fight in the '95 movie?
Oh, definitely Johnny Cage versus Scorpion.
Oh, that's the best one, definitely.
That's my favorite one. That's the one that it gets a little bloody.
Yeah,
you see some blood in that.
It's a great fight.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Reptile and Liu Kang fight too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, how about this?
I love.
What's your favorite fight in the Mortal Kombat Annihilation movie?
Actually, the Scorpion is not too bad.
The what?
The Scorpion Sub-Zero fight is not too bad.
Fuck that movie.
That fight. I know he's gonna fart again.
You know what I'm gonna? You know what? Well, okay. You know what fight I'm gonna pick?
What?
It's Sonya Blade versus Melina in the mud.
Okay. That's
about as sexy as you can get.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh? It's my animality.
He's so bad. One thing cool though.
More like.
Fucking. Even though the Shao Kahn like a Raiden fight in the beginning is kind of shitty. I like that they actually included Raiden's finisher.
That's right. Yeah.
But Raiden's.
Hey, I want to ask you guys a question. Is it lagging at all where you're at?
Little bit.
Kind of. But nothing too bad, though.
Like on my screen, you guys are kind of lagging, but on my window, it's not. It's just weird.
Yeah, you kind of are kind of glitchy like once in a while on my end. But Alex is not, and I'm not, so.
Yeah. See, Rob, yeah, you glitch up a little bit.
I think I'm gonna end the broadcast just because.
All right, it's fine.
What? What's the matter? What'd you say, Thomas?
Do you? No, I'm saying no. I didn't say anything. I was just gonna say. Do you want to still keep going? Do you still want to talk on live, or do you just?
I think I'll just end it because it seems like it's a little choppy.
He said he wants to end the live stream.
Oh, okay.
I think because it seems a little choppy, so I don't know why.
I mean, it doesn't seem. I mean, it's not too bad, but.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't. Though.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know if it's my computer or not. Probably. I might have to do these on my on my or something. Maybe it'd be better. Well,
what browser do you use?
I use Google Chrome.
That's what I'm using right now.
Oh, maybe it's just
yeah, you know what? Shit, we need Google Chrome.
Maybe it's just a webcam.
I forgot. We need Google. I need a Google Chrome for this. That's right.
Yeah.
Because it didn't work on Microsoft Edge.
Yeah, Microsoft Edge, but it does not work for me for some reason. I don't know why.
It doesn't really work for me either. It's slow as shit. It's so bad.
I think it's just your webcam.
I just use Google Chrome. Yeah, I just use Google Chrome now.
But when I'm not streaming, or when we're not going live, it seems fine.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's YouTube.
I don't know. I'll just end it. Just for the hell of it.
All right.
I just want to thank everybody for stopping by. Cody Ray, Sean Urshan, and
Justice for Noah, Chucky Doll.
Chucky Doll, yeah.
Yeah.
Chucky Doll's always watching us.
And yeah.
I'll tell you what, it was really cool to get Sean in this one, though.
Yeah, we have to add. Hopefully, he'd be down to like joining one of these times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Maybe he will one day. I would love to get him on here one day.
Yeah,
I really would.
Or Cody.
Yeah, I mean anybody. Yeah, especially Sean.
All right. I'm gonna end it.
All right.
All right.